So we are now on board with the Washingtonians as we kick off this match, as they're pushing the hard point in all different directions.
Yeah, really in the first hard point, all you gotta do is slay around and let your teammates get into the box, and really just hold it down.
It's really important to control the outside as much as it is important to control the inside. So as you watch, they pick up kills in and around the hard point. They are really starting to maintain and push out the perimeter of the main hard point here.
Yeah, and as you see, the best CoD player is Gamebreakerz. He's just going in and out of the hard points, goes down, unfortunately, and really just waiting for your teammates to slay around and this next hard point, it's really important to have your teammates, at least like two or three teammates, slay outside the hard point, because it's really hard to get kills inside the hard point, and
it's really awesome to see here that we had a Blackout be able to break the hard point here, jump through, and start to control the spawns here. With Atlas controlling the hard point right now, 37-20. We watch as some of their players are actually getting wiped up a little bit as the Washingtonians rotate towards the next hard point.
Yeah, it looks like right now the Washingtonians just broke the hard point. Oh, and
broke the hard point with only a few seconds remaining, kind of futile at that point. They've got somebody on the next hard point waiting to, hopefully score a couple points with Blackout quickly establishing the central spawn and pushing in up to the bottom garage.
That was a nice play right there by by Washingtonians.
Okay, so the Team Blackout currently holds the hard point. Broken by Washingtonians. My bad.
As you can see, Blackout is really trying hard to push through school to get into the hard point. Not seeing much success, but
we're watching Biopod do a great job of sitting outside of the window garage, really stopping that onward push, allowing him to set up to grab the cutoffs for the next hard point. You watch him using the ASM-1, which recently got a buff after a recent patch, allowing its range and damage to be increased. And it's really become quite a fan favorite, especially today as we play here at this LAN. We're seeing a lot of, basically it's just ASM-1 and BAL usage.
Yeah. So Washingtonian right now has the control of the hard point and is doing a nice job of staying outside and getting kills, while at the same time watching cutoffs and making sure that they're not making rounds.
Washingtonians have done an excellent job of controlling those spawns. As you can see, they are slaying on and around the hard point, allowing them to have stopped Blackout's consummation of any points from any of the hard points. They've been sitting at 54 for probably about 1 or 2 minutes now, as Washingtonians have continued to dominate in both the slaying and point gaining game.
You start to notice that everyone's rotating, or at least Blackout is rotating, because they are seeming to not be able to get any points on the previous hard point. So we'll see as they try to scrounge up some points on this next school hard point.
We see Deezer jumping onto the hard point with his teammate, really hoping to hold off against the school push from garage side. All three Blackout players pushing from that school side, 2 of them being able to kind of start to break that hard point, hopefully take out this last player. They now have control of the hard point, and we watch them wash up the Washingtonians and allow them to, actually lose the hard point once again. We got a player who...
Washingtonians are doing a great job of clearing out the hard points, and after that going out and getting all the cutoffs.
We're seeing really good use of EXO abilities here, as not only is the lunging and and boosting, but you can also see a lot of the opposing players are using stim, allowing them to take a couple extra bullets and stay in the fight.
Blackout right now is mostly surrounding the hard point. One player, as you can see on the minimap, got a terrible spawn, spawning back yellow, and Washingtonians right now having a pretty clear blowout right now.
What's really interesting is you can see that the slang is so important as you look at the kill-death ratios of both teams. We've got Kung Pao Taco, who's got 22 and 9, and then best CoD player dropping 27 and 14, really close to that 30 bomb, showing that he's really picking up the kills that are important and staying alive. Because obviously one of the most important things in Call of Duty is to stay alive. Because if you're not alive, you're not scoring points.
Yes, and we see Blackout right now trying to get a little bit of points, trying to mount the comeback, but Washingtonians right now is clearly having their way with them and rotating early and gaining those easy points.
Now you watch Team Blackout right now really trying to gain a hold in those spawns and able to gain control of the hard point now after having established their prominence in the correct spawn point. You see them really trying to catch up, but ultimately being dominated by Washingtonians.
As you can see, Blackout right now is having a little trouble slaying with their top slayer at 21 and 22, and Washingtonians all about around 25, 24.
Perk just had a really amazing break of the hard point with multiple kills. He shot that gun at them and killed them.
The game's
with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game, we've got Washingtonians leading 227 to 104. Looking pretty dismal here for Team Blackout as they struggle to try to at least score some extra points before the end of this game.
Yeah, it's looking a little bad for Team Blackout as
looking fairly bleak.
Yeah, outslaying them in the hard point basically, and that's like the whole point of the game is to outslay the opponent. And
that's a good question. Well, that was a interesting game. Watching 250 to 105 in favor of Washingtonians.
Yeah, that was quite the stomp fest that Washingtonians did to Blackout.
Okay, so next map is Biolab on CTF.
So the next map we have coming up is Biolab CTF. Basically, it's the same match that we saw probably about half an hour ago.
Yeah, on CTF, it's really important to position your players and know where the flag is at all times because
No, he's right, because it is very, sometimes it's very difficult, especially with the pulsing tracker as it goes across your map and on your mini map, to be able to try to assume and predict where the flag is going to go and assume where those cutoffs are going to be.
Yeah.
Personally, I think I like CTF the most. Second to Search and Destroy, just because I think you can have so much more patience with this game mode. It takes a little bit more of a duck and cover sort of perspective and playing a lot smarter. Whereas Hardpoint to me feels as a more of kind of just like a kills fest.
All right, we are getting started with the second map, Biolab CTF. Just getting ready to load up.
For those of you who are just joining us, this is finishing up the first round of matches here at the Gamebreakerz Call of Duty Advanced Warfare LAN. We are very lucky to have a LAN Center so close to home here in the Pacific Northwest, especially as the eSports community continues to grow and grow. So thank you all for joining us. This is Washingtonians versus Blackout, with Washingtonians currently having map count at 1-0.
Is it Sentinel Blackout?
So why don't we go ahead and start out with Furf, I'm going to assume is how you pronounce his name, as he had a couple great plays last game. hearing some yelling from back here in the players.
Oh, end it.
Apparently, we had some issues with somebody joining, so we are ending the game.
How are you, Tyler?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Um,
Dismal weather we're having. So currently we're just trying to figure out what's going on as to why one of the players was unable to join.
Okay. Go back to the lobby again.
Back to lobby.
Okay, what's going on over here?
It's for you, Brandon.
This is our first time.
I apologize that the codcasting isn't top notch. This is the first time we've ever codcasted, so we're pretty good, you might say, the best even. Just in case you didn't see us get stomped earlier, we're from the Wiener Cakes.
We did get stumped.
Okay. They're still signing back in.
Okay, somebody got kicked off, so we are just waiting for them to sign back in, and then we will be starting this up.
Don't forget the chat hears that.
Huh?
The chat hears that when you move the mic.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Ready to drop the beat? Oh, you're not going to. I thought you were going to actually do it. Okay. Well, then.
I don't know what we're waiting on.
Cool, well, this is all fun.
Okay, are we ready?
Once again, for all of you who are just tuning in, we are just waiting for the rest of the players to get into the game so we can finish out the second map of the final match of round 1 here at Gamebreakerz Washingtonians versus Blackout, with Washingtonians holding map count of 1-0. That last map, how would you summarize it in one word?
I would say outslate.
I would probably just say ouch.
I don't really know what Blackout was doing over there. Not really picking up the kills that they needed to secure the hard point and really get the points that they needed to win the game.
It's really easy to get flustered in hardpoint, that's for sure, especially when you make some unsuccessful attempts at gaining the hill, and it's really tough to, you really pick yourself up and continue pushing for the next one, and sometimes having to give up on one hardpoint in order to set up correctly for the next.
Indeed. I do believe we are still waiting on one person to join the game.
Thank you all for your patience.
All right.
All
All right, here we go.
I think everyone's ready to go.
There we go.
All right.
And getting ready to start the match.
Wait, okay. What team are you on? Yeah. So you're 2 games back.
All right, here we go. After that slight delay, we are now going to jump on board with Furf as we begin this match of Capture the Flag on BioLab.
So Sentinel is Washingtonians and Blackout will be
Team Atlas.
Team Atlas. Yeah.
Yes. So last game, like we were saying, we were watching Furf, who went off a couple times. He had a couple good plays. moving in on the hard point with his bow here. So we're gonna go ahead and jump off of him, and as he picks up the first kill, he pushes in and gets 2, and teammate picks up the 3rd kill. Oh, and he turns around, almost turns on another player, but is ended up wiped up. So now we're gonna jump on board with the best CoD player, apparently, self-proclaimed, I assume. As he picks up the flag, he starts running our left side past the circle and gets picked up on top of the ridge there, as Team Blackout begins to pull the flag.
It seems that having a little bit of gunfight in the middle.
Both teams have the flag now. The flag was just returned, and we're watching as the Washingtonians pick their first flag cap of the game. The flag is pulled a 2nd time by Washingtonians and is wiped up by Decent as the flag is now returned. Score is right now 1-0 Washingtonians up. A little gunfight going down over here by Decent. Sees 2 other players and he's taken out. We're going to now jump back on board with Deezer, who's currently carrying the flag, who's then taken out.
Someone is picking up the flag and trying to go green side as teammates come in to help. Washingtonians right now is really trying to
Washingtonians currently have the flag as they're pulling it green side after successfully stopping an attempt on their own flag. With 4 down, they decide to push for the flag and they pull it. You see the use of a sniper here by Biopod. Unfortunately, it was a miss. What do you think about the use of snipers in a respawn mode like this?
I think that in hardpoint, you can use a sniper maybe on some maps. For example, you can use it on retreats for the first part.
Oh, nice stop there. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
And other than that, I don't know why I want to be using a sniper on to capture the flag. Really, it seems a little useless to me. But
we'll see if he makes use of it later in the game. So we see the flag is currently being taken by best CoD players. They're trying to move up the middle through Biolab. He picks up a kill and currently runs into Solar Room and is able to capture that flag. So now it is 2-0 Washingtonians up with Blackout really struggling to keep up at this point, it seems like.
Blackout right now is all 4 down and is
being pulled right side to snow. Looks like this might end up in a cap unless Blackout is able to push for the overextension and stop the flag. We're looking at best CoD player here who's actually able to pick up a 2-piece and able to stop some of that overextension from happening. We're watching Blackout now. We're going to jump on board with Impulse as he's on the flag. He sees a player. Misses, unfortunately, but hopefully him and his teammate can set up in order to make a flag pull.
It seems like Impulse right now is all by himself and just waiting to, fortunately fall down to Earth. And little gunfights going down right now in the weak side.
We're watching Blackout really push hard at Washingtonian spawn, which is definitely necessary as the Washingtonians are up 3 flags at this point with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in this game, or left in this first round of capture the flag on Biolab.
Yeah, you can see that 3 players of Blackout are trying to OE right now, and doing so has left the flag carrier all by himself. Here we see Kung Pao ready to kill the person.
Oh, flag makes it away, but was taken out, and that's going to be another cap for the Washingtonians. So, as we're taking a look here, we're going to take a quick look at the kill death ratios over here. We got 14-6 for Deezer, 14-7 for Kung Pao Taco, and 14-8 for best CoD player, 11-4 for Biopod. You can really see that difference there as the opposing team has almost all close to 15 deaths there.
Yeah, you can see that Impulse is really struggling right now to get those kills. And let's hop on board with him and see what he's up to.
Now, sometimes what you can really benefit from while playing Capture the Flag is slowing down a little bit, picking the kills, allowing your team to get a couple down and pushing the flag. A lot of what we're seeing is a lot of overextension, but hopefully they've got a second round here to maybe rally themselves and get a couple flag caps.
Yeah, it's looking a little dim for Blackout right now, as we see the score 5-0 right now. It's going to be quite the comeback if Blackout were to come back.
Hearing some a large amount of crap talking going on behind us, as emotions are running high here in this match.
Yeah, and let's start off with SD right now. Impulse, currently lowest on his team, trying to get some kills here and there to help his teammates out, and doing so, taking out Biopod.
So we got Washingtonians once again pulling the flag, pulling a snow side with Impulse trailing, or decent trailing behind the rope to get the flag stop and to return the flag.
Unfortunately, he just got taken out right there on a 2-streak, and we have
got 2 down right now for Blackout, as Washingtonians once again push up to try to gain map control and eventually pull the flag. We got 2 here in Biolab. Watch Decent get taken out by a Biopod.
Right now, we have a Kung Pao trying to just avoid gunfire right now, as unfortunately taken out and picked up again by best CoD player, and I think they'll have their 6th cap right there.
Which was kind of a good play by them. They probably could have pushed on the flag earlier up, but they're trying to just pick up some kills right now so as to maintain some map control. Washingtonians once again with another pull, pulling at snow side. We're watching Biopod really accelerate himself across the map, and witnesses Decent pull Blackout, pull a flag out for Blackout, trying to escape from Washingtonians, and there's a challenge between flag carriers. Interesting to see how this will turn out for the team. With the flag returned, that's another cap for Washingtonians, 7-0.
So we see all of Blackout all trying to overextend, hopelessly trying to get at least 1 cap and save themselves a little sniper shot from the team. But it seems that Washingtonian right now are just outslaying the other team and really just outplaying them in general.
Yeah, being outslayed for sure. As we look at all 4 players on Washingtonians all dropping 20 bombs at the moment, doing a really great job of maintaining their kills and maintaining map control. I can't imagine that Team Blackout is really starting to feel very frustrated at this point.
Yeah, and as you can see, they just keep rallying the flag, and Blackout seems to have no response for this. Seems that 3 down right now for Blackout, and another flag
Some
pickup.
spawn kills. Kung Pao Taco's got the flag, who's done an excellent job this game, really doing a great job of avoiding the enemy team even when he could fight instead, and this is actually what's enabling them to get a couple extra flag caps.
And as you can see, I think he has a clear path, has 1 more person there, and is taken out by his teammate.
Let's jump on with Impulse here as he's pushing into the opponent's flag area as Washingtonians once again pull the flag for their 10th cap. We're going to watch him try to get the stop. Misses, just completely ignores the flag carrier in general, and allows for the Team Washingtonians to pick up another cap.
And I think the Blackout has given up by now, as you can see Impulse shooting everything he sees. And Firth right now, just trying to get some kills, just to have some dignity for themselves from a 10-0 game right now.
Getting very close to even. Firth is doing his best to try to maintain the morale of his team by continuing to get those kill gains in order to try to establish some sort of map control.
Yeah. Hopefully they will have enough momentum to bring back the losers bracket run, and hopefully have some good games here in the future.
We're going to jump on board with Deezer here, as he's currently 28 and 15 with a 2-kill streak, trying to pick up some extra kills before the end of this match. 20 seconds left until the end of this game here, with Washingtonians will win the game, or win the match 2-0 in map count against Team Blackout.
And it is all but over for Blackout, as they are just getting kills for the fun of it right now.
Alright, well, thank you so much for bearing with us. I'm Tyler, and I was co-casted by Brian here. Apologize for our unprofessional. We've never done this before, so we really appreciate you tuning in with us here at the Gamebreakerz LAN Center. We are currently moving on to the losers bracket, the first round of that, with Wiener Cakes versus G4G, and we'll be coming back to you here in a moment.